So after a picture-perfect arrival into Mackinac Island, we made the obligatory first stop at the Pink Pony, and then went immediately to jail, and then explored town a little. After that, it was a peaceful night, getting ready for the next day.
Your vessel is approaching on your left. Which of these terms describes your vessel? Stand on vessel. Take the answer. Correct.
So, Alex and I still are in the midst of studying for our Canadian boater safety course, which we have to have in order to be able to actually moor into the marina that we want to go to in Toronto. So we have been working on this periodically since before we left on the trip. We actually pulled into Mackinac Island a little earlier and went to the Pink Pony, had a couple of cocktails, but we decided that it would still be prudent to come back and do a module just to keep ahead of it. So I have made Alex some brain food.
And I've got Cracker Jacks.
And we have some hot tea. And we're doing what we need to do.
Okay.
Good morning. It is Friday, May the 30th. Well, Alex is working on completing some software updates for our Garmin avionics. And while I should be updating our itinerary to share with our friends and family, instead I'm taking advantage of the time to do a little project I've had in mind, which is to clean up some of our brass accessories. We've had these
Yeah, I think Garmin hung up
on the boat. They have, I'm sorry, Alex, not yet been installed since we did the construction, but through the magic of the internet, discovered that you can clean brass with tomato paste. We're going to give it a shot. Once they're all bright and shiny like new again, they're going to go back up here where they belong in the main cabin. We'll see how it all turns out. Hello.
Hey, baby. What's up?
I don't know, just standing here at the Grand Hotel.
Yeah, it's grand.
It is very grand.
View's nice.
View is spectacular.
Big bridge out there.
Want to see?
I don't know what that bridge is all about.
I seem to remember going underneath that bridge and being a touch freaked out.
Last night, didn't we?
You did indeed.
It looks so tiny from here.
It does. It's kind of incredible.
Yeah.
So here we are on the veranda at the end. Mackinac Island at the Grand Hotel. It's kind of a spectacular thing.
Yeah.
Any final words?
That's it. Trip's over.
Done.
You know, we came to Mackinac. Don't have to sail any farther. I didn't want to sail all the way to Maine anyway.
Excellent. Well, good. Then we can go and have some tea.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Whee!
What's going on?
I'm reading all about Fort Holmes, the highest point on Mackinac Island, which is phenomenal news because it means we get to go downhill on the way back. And look, we're going to Canada, over there.
Fort Holmes, and then up this way.
Canada.
Canada.
Oh,
give me a hand. Give me a hand so I can see the hay. Canada.
Canada.
Our destination in the next 2 days.
Yep.
Cool old fort. Once you get out of it, it's actually an amazing state park. So it's just kind of beautiful, and I really enjoy getting out of the town and just riding around on bikes in the woods. Like, we've been on the boat so much lately that some woods are super cool, especially like no cars and the horse buggies are going by.
Okay, so it is Friday, May the 30th. We've been in Mackinac Island all day. It was a very rainy morning, which is actually really great. We were able to take care of a lot of administrative things that we needed to do. But then the sun came out this afternoon. We had a phenomenal time just renting some bikes, riding around town, and just enjoying with everything the island had to offer. We're back at the boat for just a little rest, get some coffee in us. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you the results of some of that organization and cleaning that I've been going on about. So let me give you a quick tour. So main cabin is looking decidedly better. A quick overview, of course, gimbal stove, the galley, main cabin. We've been putting the table up during the day just to give us base of operations. Then of course over at the nav desk. I'm not gonna lie guys, it has taken every ounce of skill and experience, space planning experience from 30 plus years in the design and construction industry to get this boat put together, at least in the galley. So we've got silverware, we've got all of the necessary utensils, breads, pastas, candies, very necessary, decaf tea, regular tea, the all-important cookies. This is the coffee station in here. Then in the galley itself, got a little bit more bread, fruits and vegetables, some spices, tucked to the side, all the plates, insulated cups. We've got dry goods in here. So honey and chips and spices, crackers, refrigerator, very well stocked at the moment. It's 3 tiers of stuff. We've got the all-important junk drawer with my chef's preserve, which I love so much. Down below, dinner fixings, those rice and polentas and soups and sauces, and this is cleaning goods. This is all of the pots and pans, knives and the like. And then you come over behind some of the cushions. And we got our laptops properly stowed, our books properly stowed. Then if you pull up behind the cushions, the extra secret super hidey hole is more incredible storage. So sorry for the shadows. Canned goods, sweet teas, more surplus stuff, 10,000 various chargers for the various devices that we have. So as you can see, it has all finally come together. We have a very livable, workable boat. So I forgot to mention earlier, we finished the brass. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was. And you know, using a little tomato paste and toothpaste, I think it looks pretty darn good. You can see over on the other side of the TV behind is the horn, the lo-fi horn in case we ever need. And here's Alex playing with the 1 billion cell phone chargers that we have. Why do we have all these chargers?
That is a good question, and I'm thinking we should lose some of them.
Excellent plan.
So.
But you have fun with that.
Yeah.
So for years, Alex has fostered this curmudgeon attitude that there should be no music and no speakers on board, because all he wanted to do was listen to the wind and the waves. I guess 9 days into this trip, that attitude's loosened a little bit, and it's thanks to the fact that we found the sea shanty station on Pandora.
Gonna have to go look up some jigs. I'm not quite sure how to jig. Trying to figure out how to be a little leprechaun. Action! What's up, Danger Girl?
Positive sea shanties, I'm heading towards Mercury.
kill your husband.
Yeah, you need to get some fucking sea legs.
That is true. But we've been coming up shallow. So, reality is he's moving pretty fast. I'm not worried about actually crossing it. We're definitely not going to cross his bow at his speed.
Let's watch that light.
Huh?
Let's watch that light.
What?
Okay, it's Sunday, June the 1st. Alex and I are still in Detour Village here in the St. Mary's River, just off of Lake Huron. We are here for the foreseeable future, a lot longer than we had anticipated. We pulled in last night, some pretty intense winds and a challenge to get into the harbor. But lovely town, great little bar, great dinner last night, and we intended to leave early this morning to go to St. Joseph Island and Hilton Beach Resort, but we are having engine problems. So, of course, it's Sunday and no one's picking up the phone. We got some good references for diesel mechanics, but no one's available today. So we've taken advantage of the time, and actually it's turned out to be a pretty productive day. Gotten a lot of little projects done, projects done. So now it's come around and I'm going to attempt to cook some dinner. So I will give you a peek around what we're going to do. Hello.
What's going on?
I don't know, making dinner.
Cool.
Cabbage rolls.
Cabbage rolls.
All right, so I'm going to attempt some cabbage rolls. It's going to be a combination of traditional and Vietnamese style. So we've got some chopped veggies, some marinated mushrooms, going to add in some rice, some Napa cabbage. Got a cooling station set up for the cabbage leaves and have some water getting ready to boil so I can blanch the cabbage. In the meantime, I thought I'd also share again progress. We have drapery in the main cabin. It's very exciting. We've continued to organize and clean and do a whole bunch of projects, little things during the course of the day today. But the V-berth, I'd like to introduce you to the V-berth. You can actually see the V-berth again. We have stowed the solar panels, which were in the cardboard boxes you may remember from before, down below the cushions above the water. But everything's still kind of neat and tidier. Still have some organization to do. Still need to figure out what the hell to do with all that extra vinyl that's sitting over there in that roll. But got some more things hung up. Started to hang up our foul weather gear instead of just tossing it in here. So again, making some everyday progress with regard to getting the boat organized and cleaned. Anything you'd like to say, Alex, to commemorate the day?
Not really.
I mean, a few words.
Yeah. Beth, what's going on?
Yeah, one thing I failed to mention about Detour Village and the Detour State Harbor is that they still don't have the power on. So it was a really cold night last night. We've been doing all of our projects off of battery power or just by sunlight. So, of course, for dinner, we have no cold wine. Alex is
basically, I got a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, and I got a little baggie, so I'm going to call this my dipping baggie, and it's going to go sit in the lake for a couple minutes, and then I'll be back with some vino for dinner.
One really interesting thing about being here on the St. Mary's River is watching all the commercial cargo ships pass by. If you go to the upper end of St. Mary's, we're here at the lower end, the mouth of the river right off of Lake Huron. But if you travel up to the top of St. Mary's River, you get to the Sioux Locks, and that's how you get into Lake Superior. So we've just been watching lots and lots of boat traffic go by for the last day. It's been really kind of fascinating.